Hey there, people. Also, those of you who have, if you have been saying hello to me on YouTube, Restreamio has been a bitch. It hasn't been showing any of your messages on Restreamio. So I apologize for that, for not saying hello to you in text form. But I'm sure there's a couple of people who might have said hello there. Just wanted to let you know that I didn't see your messages if you did say hello, but you can say hello again! Well, excuse me for not knowing that you're there. Hey there, Visu. Hello, Mark. Hello, Jace. Hello, Goblin. Hello, Gabriel. You don't see any YouTube messages on pop-out chat either. Ah, okay. So it might be just people just lurking around. Hey there, Goblin. Welcome back. How's your tea? Is your tea Mr. T quality? This tune actually was the first on the playlist when I opened the Winamp, and I was like, we're gonna hear this music in the game anyway, so I'm not gonna play it on the playlist. Redundancy, you know. YouTube chat test works. At least I noticed that there were 3 people viewing, so... Got a cup of a hot chamomile tea with a spoonful of honey, yet again. Apparently it's your favorite. Good for you. I've never actually... Have I ever tried chamomile tea? I don't think I have. Hey there, Jup. You're here, though only on the TV from YouTube. Okay. And also, I see Zerp lurking, and Specky. I was wondering if there's gonna be more people, and suddenly everybody's here. Not your favorite, you just take it as a medicinal thing. It's very good for you, very calming and soothing. Okay, understandable. At least that's what I've heard, that chamomile tea is very soothing. Nettle tea is something you want to try someday. Might be interesting to try nettle tea. I heard the nettle tea is also very good for you. Hi, Specky. Do you guys hear me okay? Is the microphone in a good spot? Hopefully it is. You're hearing me okay. Good. It's supposed to be good for people with anxiety, depression, and panic. Well, that's what I've heard. I pretty much chose this game, Spicky, because Goblin has never seen it, so... Probably won't stay the long run today, be prepping the old game library for sales. Lots of work scrubbing off ancient label junk. No, this is not a new microphone, it's just the stand that is new, Specky. I mean, this is the same microphone I've been using for a while now, the NT-USB. But I got this prop hand for it. Let me just get the lamp out of the way. Not this. Nifty. So it's not on the table anymore, now it's up above me right there, staring into my soul. At least I have more free space on the desk here, so I can easily use the keyboard and mouse, not this being in the way. Would it be really useful when I was playing XCOM? Should have thought of that before. Ah, Populous, the game of divine terraforming, indeed. Nice upgrade, thanks. Could be a bit lower to catch you better. The problem is when it's like this, it's kinda in my face, and also I keep hitting my headphones on it. Like this. Must be very annoying kind of a scrap sound to you, because it's a very annoying scraping sound to me. You don't get it. Twitch doesn't save your setting when you set it to dark mode, but as soon as you switch to theater mode, it automatically displays in dark mode as the default. Well, that's a Twitch for you. It's weird. But let us start the game. Let's go into it. It's all worth it, especially when you discover skyrocketing gems that even have the boxes going for 200. Just have a chocolate cone ice cream or whatever chokladtutti is in English. Yeah, it's pretty much chocolate cone ice cream. Yeah. Because it's one of the ice creams that's in the cone. Maybe it's chocolate ice cream in a cone. Cone ice chocolate ice cream? Just switch the words around and you'll get the proper. Alright. So, welcome world to conquer. Genesis. Battle number is 0. World's landscape is grass plain. The sea's reactions are very slow. His rating is very poor. Land built on people. The swamps are bottomless. The water is fatal. So that's pretty much what we're doing. We're just gonna conquer the world, one place at a time. Chocolate tooth. Is the cone chocolate? Luckily not. So is this a god game like Megalomania or Black and White? No, this is a very simplified god game. But it is a god game, but nothing like Yeah, nothing like Megalomania. Kind of like... I don't know. It's just its own game. And stay away from my headphones, microphone. Maybe I'll put the microphone here. Hey, hi guys, how you doing? This is a good way of talking with you guys and having this up here. Maybe you'll stay up there. At least you're away from my face. You're superficially familiar with Populous. I used to play this game quite a bit. So he cannot do anything. This is just the first level of the game. The enemy cannot do anything except come and fight you. That's all they can do. And me, I can do anything to them. Well, let's just start the game. So this is where we start. Let's put it on pause. So we can explore the world. So this is where we begin. We are the good. This is good versus evil. That's all it is. Same designer as in Black and White, actually. Peter Molyneux. Yep, this is a Peter Molyneux because it's Bullfrog. Yep, Bullfrog game. An early Bullfrog game. This is like 1989, 1990. On unrelated notes, what was the C64 platformer game where you climbed those towers? Nebulous? If you're talking about the rotating tower, and you avoid all those things that come at you or they're just bouncing around on the tiles. That's Nebulous. Unless you're meaning some other kinds of towers. But that's what I thought of first when you said to climb those towers, and I thought of the rotating towers, so that was Nebulous. Or is Nebulous. Somehow you always remember that as Populous. Nebulous, Populous, ends with an us. So there's the evil dude. He carries the skull, while we are the good, and our leader carries the Ankh. Like I said, good versus evil. Black and white. Except here it's red versus blue. Although we're not using power armor and weaponry. This is not Halo. But it's a very simple game, Goblin. As you said you remembered a big book being the interface, and the book is just the map, right here. This is where you have all of your skills that you can use, and this is your mana pointer. It shows how much mana you have. You gain mana the more people you have. The more people you have, the faster you get your mana. It grows a lot faster, and any skill you use, even if it's terraforming, uses up mana. Now these are the special skills that you can use. The typical first one is the earthquake, or you can place your Ankh as a magnet somewhere. I don't exactly remember what it does when you place the Ankh somewhere. How do you get more people? I was just getting to that game, Goblin. These are, like I said, these are the all of destructive powers that you have. The earthquake, that's the swamp, that's the flood, a volcano, Armageddon pretty much. Or you can make your leader into a knight and he will go out there and try to kill all the enemy. Raid their cities and all that. I also got Streamlink config from someone else, with which they said they have close to no delay. Same setup for you, silly long delay, like 10 or 20 seconds. I guess it works differently for different people. How easy is it to know what is going on? So much screen used for controls makes it look like surprises are easily created. Well, you just gotta keep an eye on the map here. Because you can see terraforming happening on the map in real time. And all that. Right now I have the game on pause because I'm explaining things. You can always look up the information about the people and such when you use this shield icon. So this shows this is the leader. He doesn't have a weapon and he's in poor health right now. But then again, we just started the game. But you can also check on the enemy. So that's the enemy leader in the same shape, and you can check out the houses, how they're doing. They don't have any weapons yet, so they're just using their fists. We should be the same way. Ah, he has a rock. He can throw it. Clever use of dual screen. Yeah, kinda is. Yeah. And this is the normal terraforming tool that we will be using a lot throughout the game. And this is how you move the map, but you can also just click around in the map to move faster. But this is for finagling a little more minor micromanagement of movement. And these are the other commands that you can give your populace. Has to say, this is that everybody will converge into the leader, make him stronger, better, faster, and all that. This is everybody just staying in their houses, pretty much. This is people going out and exploring and making more of the cities and towns. And this one is everybody, let's start conquering the world. As when we get strong, they will really start to migrate and try to get to the enemy territory and kill them all. Not very good to use right from the get-go because everybody's so weak, they'll probably just kill themselves. I'll just pick that one up already. And these are, if there's something happening, this will take center on the leader. If I have a knight, this will center on the knight. And if there's a battle happening, we can center on the current battle going on. Those are just the main controls. It's a very simple game. That's it. That's all the controls. And now just let's get to terraforming, actually. It's always best to make the layer of the land at least 2 blocks high, because when you use the flood, which is the penultimate skill, it will lower the whole world 1 block. So if you have your citizens on the blocks of height 2, they won't drown instantly. That's what happens. Everybody just instantly drowns. And I can't lower this because I'm out of mana. Come on, give me more mana. Make your town there. Stop wandering around like a doofus. So you can cause a great flood like in the story of Noah. Pretty much. Kills everything that is on the first level. But that also means your own lands. So you gotta be careful when using that. Because you might end the game too quickly by killing yourself. I actually did that when I practiced this game. I actually used it and I killed everybody of my own towns and lost the game. But that's the biggest city you can make, this one, this big castle. It's about, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 by 5 squares big. And those kind of cities you want, because they're the biggest. You just keep making them. Why did you put it on the way on top of that stupid mountain? Our leader is an idiot. Stop making it up on the hills. So this is all you do for now. Just terraforming and such. Oops, I went too high. Ah, you have a flail as a weapon. That's cool. So that's where you're wandering around. Dee-dee-dee. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. There you go. Put your little hamlet over there. So I can make it into a castle. Dee-dee-dee. Don't put it down there. And also don't put those freaking hamlets on the edge of the map. They won't grow any bigger. Everything growing so fast. Hard to keep up. Okay, everybody just stay in your towns for now. Because I need to concentrate on terraforming here. Ah! I actually can do stuff to these guys. Where is your leader? Because I want to do a thing to your leader. Take me to your leader. If anybody sees a skull somewhere, let me know. Ah, there you are. You're wandering in all the wrong places. So a little bit of an earthquake to you. Now the other thing that I want to do is put some swamp around the area. Wow, over there, great spot. One more, come on, drone. Yes! I killed him! I killed the leader! That's why he dropped that skull over there. I'm sorry, I punched the microphone there. But that is their leader dead. Nice constant heartbeat there. Well, you better have the heartbeat going on because it tells you how well you're doing. Once the heartbeat starts to go really fast, that means you're losing. That's why the heartbeat is there. It's a good indication to tell you if the things to start going... Shit start to hit the fan, you'll know it from the heartbeat. People are spreading all over the place. Hard to keep up. Do hills and valleys improve defense or serve any other useful purpose? Nothing. You want to level the world so you can build your cities to it. Valleys and hills do nothing. They're in the way. And also, these rocks, these here, you can only remove them by sinking them into the ocean. Otherwise, these are in the way of expanding a town. Like this here, even if the computer leveled this whole area smooth as silk, the rocks will prevent this little hut here from expanding into a castle. So these are a big nuisance, and the best way to actually make this into a bigger nuisance for the enemy, use the volcano. It causes. It makes a big volcano with full of those kind of rocks that they cannot get rid of until they just, you know, drown them. Which the computer will not do, because the computer in this first level is super dumb. So have they picked up their leader's insignia already? I think they have. Let's follow them. Where are you going? You're usually going to the area where the leader is. Somewhere over here. Ah, there you are. Now the swamp is a good place to put here. Or not. Maybe over here. Please die. Ah ha ha. So stupid. And now we're gonna be hearing that sound effect for a long while. Pretty much to the end of this scenario. Because that sound is them just walking into the swamp and dying. It's always best to put the swamp where the leader is, because that's where they will congregate all the time, trying to pick up the shield for themselves to become the new leader, but they can't because they're killing themselves in the swamp. Like they say in that old American TV show or whatever, the Hidden Temple or what. Ooh, nasty. Because it is, and it's fun. Now I could send my knight over there if I wanted to. But for now I'm just gonna continue expanding. So many just walking in there and drowning themselves into the swamp. They're all like, I'm gonna get it, no, I'm gonna get it. No, help me, I'm in the swamp. Idiots. So what happens once a leader dies? Does he get replaced? Yep, just gets replaced. But also the effect also is that if they don't get a new leader, apparently they have gotten a new leader. But if they wouldn't have gotten a new leader, their morale goes down and they don't fight so well. And of course they cannot get themselves to their own knight to come and murder me, because I have prevented that from happening. At least the computer was a little bit smart here to terraform the land to get rid of the swamp. But not smart enough. Because I can put as much a swamp here as I want, like that. At least the computer is working on getting rid of my effects. But does it help? No! More swamp. Might as well. Let's make our knight. Ta-da! And there he is. Our leader became a knight, and he will destroy the red evil with his mighty sword. And the good thing is that because I can do the terraforming around people, I can easily terraform the land around him.
Destroying him, my robot.
Exactly. That's what I'm here to do with my knight. Oops. Oh well. Are you going after one of these guys? Apparently. Also, I gotta be careful that he doesn't drown in the swamp. Destroy it. There. Burn. Burninating the countryside. I can also do this because I can terraform. Yeah, get out of your huts. I'm here to kill you. Now, actually, to diminish their numbers even more, I could do a flood right now. My people are safe, their people not so safe. And also my knight would be safe. Unless he goes into a lower level. Let me see what else has people been asking here. Because I'm ignoring the chat. Let me see. I'll just go back to see how easy it is to know what's going on. The controls makes it look as bright as computer. That's fine, right? Is it real time or time only moves when you do things? Real time all the time. When the game goes on all the time, real time. Real. Right, totally real. As they say in Princess Bride, have fun storming the castle, got to shower, then run down the hardware store for supplies. Okay. So Jup has left us. Now you have Weird Al's hardware store playing in your head. It's a good song. Here goes a great plug like Noah, constant heartbeat, hills and valleys. Can you send plagues of locusts too? Nope. Unfortunately. Unless the last one is the plague of locusts. But as far as I remember, that the last one, this skull and crossbones is like a pure Armageddon. Just kill everything, even your own people or something. I don't know. Flail, that's one of those paint rollers without an actual paint roll bit attached. Here there, awkward artwork. Didn't notice that you were here. At least in the sequel there were plagues. Yeah, in the sequel there is a plague, and also one of my favorite god powers, which is the lightning strike. I constantly use that in Populous too. So these people build automatically on any flatland. Yes. Shouldn't usually build moats around your castles and berms and trenches won't slow down enemies. Nope, those don't help. That would only stunt your growth with all of your cities. If he didn't terraform in front of the knight, would he just stupidly walk into the water and die? Nope. He would just get stuck on the shore. He's like, I need to go this way. Can't. Water. Can't. Water. Can't. Water. Fine, there's land. Must destroy. Destroy. Crush. Destroy. Crush. Kill. Destroy. Swag. That's pretty much what he is. But you can also easily drown the enemies when you can terraform around their area. Well, let me show you like this little chap here, because I can terraform and drown. There he went into the drink. Now, since you're high above ground, flood! Let's see, one survived over there, one survived over there. Those didn't survive anymore, so like, 2 of the enemy's people survived that flood. Only 2. Okay, let's make a path for you. So you can go kill the rest. Oh, there's their leader, where he drowned. Oh, the flood. One of the best powers in the game. Just gotta be careful with it. Because if you don't remember to make your, like I said, make your own cities into the higher ground, you'll drown them too. If you can terraform the enemy territory as you wish, why doesn't CPU do that to your land? No, I can only do it if there is one of my people around the area. Like, if I don't see the knight, I can't terraform at all. As you can see, I cannot terraform. But once I have my own knight in sight, boop, I can terraform. Because there are 2 terraforming rules in the game that they can change. One terraforming rule, around people. The second rule, around towns, which is the harder part. If in one of these maps we get the rule that you can only terraform around your own towns, it's gonna get a lot more difficult. Because I cannot use the terraforming to my advantage to destroy the enemy a lot easier. But we're gonna win here because this is the last hut. As far as I think. There we go. Battles 115, him 0. Yep. Totally devastated the enemy. I didn't do anything with the options, Gabriel. The game, because I'm playing the Conquest game, the game sets the rules itself. I have no, I have nothing to do with the options here. Flawless victory, indeed. Totally flawless. They did nothing to us. This went a lot easier than when I did my earlier when I tested this game to see if I was still well versed with the game, remembered everything and all that. Took me about an hour to defeat the enemy, and this took me only 30 minutes. Well, new game. Thank you, Satan, or whatever you're supposed to be.
Well done, mortal.
I mean, what exactly are you supposed to be? You look so evil. So, but I'm supposed to be on the good side. Doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I know. Well, let's go to Timu Slug. Continue. Continue. There we go. World to conquer, Timu Slug. Battle number is 3. World's landscape is grass plains. His reactions are very slow, very poor. Land built on people. Like, that's the rule. Land built on people, so I can terraform around the people. So once I send the knight again, I can terraform around him. Pretty much the same kind of situations here. But then again, it's just the first couple of maps are pretty much the easiest ever. Because the enemy cannot do anything, but once they get their powers, like the earthquake is going to be the first, things are going to start to hit the fan really, really fast. Hey there, mercenary. So let's start this schnizzle. So that's where. Why is my Ankh with his thing? There, much better. I need to see this joke because I heard a rim shot. After all, his reactions are sluggish. It's been hot today, 20 degrees here. Pretty much the same. But also we've been getting a lot of humidity here. As far as I know, on Tuesday we might even get thunder and lightning. And still like 20 plus degrees. Celsius. There's nothing more worse than like hot weather and humidity. Thunder. The other, why are they so far apart from each other? God dang. Stop being all over the place. It's not easy to start at a mountainous area though. There's rocks. Ugh, it's gonna be a pain to try to get rid of these. Because we're so high above ground. Oh, let's see, what's thunder and rain is good. Yeah, but also the next day it's gonna be hot again, so hot and humid. Peaked at 23 here today, apparently. I think it peaked here like 22 or so. Actually, not even that, maybe 20. It didn't peak that high here in Helsinki area. Let me check. 22, yeah. I only played and enjoyed A New Beginning. Never tried and watched the original before. No idea how it was here today. Spent all day inside with school project. Thunders were good, but also almost unheard of around here. Yep. Wonder if you can still play Thunderstruck intro on guitar. It's a difficult beginning to the song. You don't get much thunder in Finland? No. Not that much, really. We don't get any mad thunderstorms here either, but even a little rumbling relaxes you a lot. Good excuse to detach all electronics from sockets and try to come up with something else to do. You have a love-hate relationship with lightning storms. You like them as long as you can stay inside and not suffering anxiety. Slightly out of practice yourself, but getting back into it. Alright. Also, does the YouTube chat still work? I mean, we haven't seen Robo or anybody here today. Or maybe they're just lurking and not saying anything. It says that it's about 26 Celsius in your neck of the woods. That's too much for me. In Finland, you might get one supercell every 5 years, give or take. Yep, something like that. Huge thunderstorms are a rarity here, but we do get lightning. But it doesn't happen that often. Usually it happens mostly in the fall. Because that's when you get the most rains anyway. There's literally no one on YouTube as far as you know. Okay. It's broken. YouTube chat test. Oh, well, there's a behemoth and Renasammio. As in Visual. But hey there, behemoth. Renasammio. Did you see the fucking silly storm that landed in Helsinki some years ago? Didn't it happen last year? When there was that... So can I notice a cell see us? Mercenaries joke is confusing me. I'm trying to speak with Jace here. The silly storm that landed in Helsinki some years ago. At least 5 years ago, the one you're thinking of. Actually, I do remember that. It happened in the area where I used to live. It pretty much got close to there. It was like a really weird thunderstorm. Because a lot of the lightning was inside the clouds, as far as I remember. That was one of the big thunderstorms that happened back in the day. Had to pop to YouTube just to test the chat. Well, at least it works. I just wonder where Robo and the usual suspects are. I wonder where everybody is. Usually Sunday is when I get the most viewers for my live streams, but apparently not today. Slow day.
And I'm gonna get this a little bit closer.
Nah. Let's keep it there. The one which basically looked like the 4th of July movie. I think I remember that. Maybe. I don't know. Just checked out the lesson for the intro to Thunderstruck. It's one of those melodies that sounds complex, but it's actually quite easy to play. It sounds complex, but it's only like 3 notes that you change here and there. It just played fast, so it sounds complex. It's just, you know, 3 notes that go in different pitch. That's how Thunderstruck begins. And so it begins. Why is the game following the leader? I don't care. I want to follow my own leader. How he's doing. There. Ah, they have a club, we have a sword. Kinda tells you the difference between us. The strength of my people compared to theirs. No, that one I don't remember, Jace. But then again, if it was on the news or something, I wouldn't know because I don't watch the news. Hey there, Anthony. Haven't seen this game in a long room. Yeah, I haven't seen this in a long room either. There's a section in between which is more than 3 notes. So long as you learn the notes, it's fairly easy too. Yep. 7 years ago, so no wonder I don't remember. Because if it's just a one thing that happened a long time ago, as if I remember anything like that anymore. Especially if it was an event that I didn't care about it, so I don't remember it. I'm doing pretty nicely over here. A bit too nicely. Have some swamp. Okay, I need to get rid of these rocks. Gotta be careful about it though. I remember in the second game, these rocks also exist, but they're a lot harder to get rid of because they slowly vanish into the water instead of just instantly going in there. So they're a lot more difficult to get rid of. Here, everything just instantly vanishes, so that's good. Terraforming fun. Oh. Why? Why? So many freaking boulders! No, don't build there, you morons. I need to get rid of these first. This is what you get when you try to build into a mountainous region. Rocks. Well, hey, people need to spread. So we can become stronger and better. To defeat our enemy. And all that. You're still falling into the swamp. Good. Yeah, I see that the Reds have arrived in my area. Destroy them, my robots. There's some fighting going on. You know what we need? We need a knight. Start destroying these assholes. They're in our territory. Yeah, get out of here. You cannot defeat us. Anybody remember that Nintendo advertisement? Excuse me, you're in my way of getting my town to a bigger size, so screw you. Oh, no you don't. Don't even think about it. This area is mine!
What?
Excuse me. Let's see. That's why you have us here, Spider, to remind you of these random events. What? Oh yeah, the lightning storm, right. Do trees serve any purpose? Nope. There is no resource gathering or anything in here in this game, Gabriel. This is a very, very simple game. The purpose is to be in the way. No, trees are not in the way. Trees will be eradicated once they build a town around it, or when it's upgraded into a castle, the trees just vanish out of the way. It's great that you interact with your viewers the way you do. You've seen other smaller Twitch channels and they basically ignore the chat stream. Yeah, I've noticed that too. But I don't. I enjoy talking with you guys. Now you see me playing Populous. Remember of Guru Larry and how he doesn't like much of Peter Molyneux. Like much of it. He hates Peter Molyneux because Peter Molyneux in the end pretty much betrayed everybody. I mean, he made lots of great games for Bullfrog, like this one and lots of others. But in the end, he betrayed everybody because he was a self-centered douchebag, pretty much. Doing all kinds of things. Doing all kinds of things in the wrong way, not even actually knowing what he was freaking doing. What are you going to do when your channel grows to hundreds of followers? How will you interact with people then? As best as possible, but I don't think I will ever get to hundreds of followers. I've been doing this for 4 years, Goblin. This is as best as I get, I guess. I mean, retro viewers never get that much of an audience. Not at least a big audience. Admittedly, when I heard about this game as a kid years ago in a magazine, I thought the World Genesis was in reference to the Sega Genesis. Now, of course, it's a Sega Genesis reference, and not a biblical reference or anything. So how's our knight doing? Birdinating and killing. Good. Can I send another one out? No, I don't have a leader. Let's see, can I put this over here? Nope. Oh no! My knight got killed. Shit. I noticed because this changed into something else. Wasn't following my knight anymore. Instead, turned into an enemy. Okay, congregate to the Ankh people so we can get another leader. Would be very nice to have. So I can make another knight. You're in the growing because this is enemy territory right next to you. Get rid of that shit and you should grow. There we go. Much nicer. Mycket bättre. As they say in Swedish. Oops. There, we have a new leader. Good. Now let's get to war. Ta-da! Ah, you got a crossbow as a weapon. Cool. Any fights going on? Nope. What are you assholes doing here? Get out of here. Get out of here. It's my territory. You never know what's around the corner. Your channel could suddenly grow exponentially at any time. That is true. It can happen, but I'm not expecting it to happen anytime soon or ever. Maybe it might be a bad thing the difficulty is still low right now. Instead, you'd be having a hard day's night. A mercenary said on my Discord that he will take it upon himself to be the punmeister of my streams. He really meant it. Oops, didn't mean to turn off the music. Just gotta try to learn and live with it, I guess. Hey, what happened here? Why? Oh, he's their leader. Oh, shit. Knight, why are you not here killing their leader? This is not good. Fine. Flood it is. Half of their freaking citizens died right there. Now you're all the rest of you will die. Because I say so. Yeah, nice try. Yeah, drown, you bitch. My territory. So you guys fuck off. We're much stronger than you anyway. Can I now have a new leader? Good. Bam. Destroy him, my robots! Ha ha ha. Your feeble attempts.
Destroy him, my robot.
Don't overuse it. We get it. I'm destroying them. Hey there, Gerzon Beer. I think it was Gerzon Beer. Let me check this. You take your made-up job seriously, or humorously. You used to rock at this game. Okay. Is this the one you think, you think it is? Fantastic. Just wait for it. Yeah, you always, everybody has a 1 minute cooldown for the sounds, so you cannot spam them. So you gotta wait. Spent today refurbishing your old C64 you got from your parents' attic. You even 3D printed.
Good work.
3D printed a new ball for Attack 2. Nice. And also Gerzon Bear, welcome to the stream.
Fantastic.
Yup. Mr. Condescending. Ah, you're just spamming everything. Spam, 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 spam. And all the jazz. I don't think they have much of a chance to survive. Especially if I use that opportunity to drown them.
Not bad. bad.
You're really trying to get across the ocean, aren't you? Idiot. This is what I mean. This is what I meant when I was saying that he gets stuck on the shore, Gabriel, as you saw. Because he cannot make his own path, so he gets stuck. Freaking night way too far. I wanna drown them. Some of them are still alive here. I think these are the last ones. Not bad. And we win. We won! Yay. They won 21 battles this time.
Mission accomplished. Congratulations.
Well, not really a mission accomplished, just one battle won. They just need a new SCART, a video cable, and maybe get the SD card disk drive for it. Plugging guitar to compy is way easy. Is this the Genesis version? No, Amiga. It says on the title that I'm playing this on the Amiga. They have no chance to survive, make their time. Ha ha ha. This is gonna be your face. No, fave, not face. That's, I guess, more appropriate. Alright. Next.
Not bad.
Well, why did I put the most condescending asshole sounds? Well, it's the word wizard. He's lovable, although annoying. World to conquer, Swower. Ah, this is a desert world. This is not going to be easy. Swamps are shallow, so I cannot use swamps to drown them. And water is harmful, okay? Ah, they can use floods. Ah, gotta be careful with this one. Stay a while. Stay forever. Thank you for the follow. Good son bearer. So that's where we begin. Okay. Right away, I'm gonna put this in here. Oh, not getting mana is annoying. Takes such a long time to wait for mana, and then when I want to terraform. Ugh. Keep an eye out on that mana. Now that one is appropriate also. Never getting over the fact how sassy he sounds. Well, he's sassy, condescending, patronizing, pretty much an idiot, pretty much an a-hole. Desert world, 80%, over 80% water. Yeah, but it's still desert. Hey there, vodka. Yeah, never heard of a desert island, Gabe? Yeah. Even if there's water around, it doesn't mean that there's vegetation.
What?
Excuse me. Chicken. And I need to turn on my freaking fan. It's my biggest fan that I have in my room. What kind of a laughter was that? I'd say a perfect laughter for stupid jokes. At least now there's a lot of room for expansion. Would expand, that is. Apparently right now we're stunted. You're thinking of getting a USB fan on a bendy arm to prepare yourself for the coming months. I actually do have a small USB fan, if I wanted to use that, but the big oscillating fan is sufficient enough. You're growing too fast. Why won't my guys just start moving faster like they should? Sometimes I don't get why some things don't work. I mean, I'm not an expert in this game, but I did play this quite a bit back in the day. Oh great, another rim shot. Let's see, what's the joke? You know, you were thinking that we should call the flood areas created the kitchen, so you can include the kitchen sink. Oh, sometimes his jokes are just he's just stretching them from somewhere. I don't know where, but just pulls them out of somewhere, and then everybody's supposed to laugh. Aha. Mercenary is the class clown here. Trying his hardest to be the funniest guy in the room. Or something. You're just killing me softly with your puns. That's all you're doing to me. I'm sure everybody else enjoys them, but I'm trying to concentrate on the game here, and all I'm getting is bombarded with the puns that don't even make... that are just... Pawns at the level that you start growling at them? Guess so. I mean, for me, your puns just don't work as they're supposed to. I don't know why. I mean, I do enjoy a pun here and there, but yours just sometimes don't make any sense. I mean, they don't relate to the situation of what's happening. Sometimes. And why aren't my cities growing? Why aren't you spreading like a disease here on the land? Get out of your huts and spread. There. Got you moving. Gotta force these guys out of their huts to build more towns. Jeez. Make it easy for me, guys. I mean, if I don't get more populace around here, I'm not gonna get more mana. That's what I want. Faster mana production. It's hard to get it when you don't have a stunted life. It's just like in the civilization. If you don't have enough, if the cities don't grow, then you don't get money and other stuff. And this is it's the mana that I want. I want more mana. At least now they're starting to spread on their own. Which is nice. I'm really starting to get that menu. So I can start using my powers at some point. Like so. Yeah, take that, bitch. How did you like that? Following the leader, the leader, the leader. Following the leader, wherever he may go. Nice palm tree. Very lovely. Although palm trees don't really grow on the desert. They're more of a beach plant. Unless the game thinks that this is just one gigantic beach. If it is, where are all the bikini babes? Surf's up, dude. Let's go do some gnarly tricks. Maybe they need water, too much salt in the earth, perhaps? That doesn't affect them. Have you ordered them to stay inside the cities? No, I may actually try to order them to spread out, but they're not doing it. Man after your populous heart, planning for the flood. Exactly, Rodman, and hello. I mean, the enemy now has the possibility to use the flood, so that's why I'm prepared. Always gotta be prepared for the flood. Especially once the enemy gets the ability to use it. Wow. Look at all those rocks that they have there. Jeez. Here, have some swamp. So, where are you trying to go to? You just, like walking in circles. Okay. You went back in. Fine. The need for manual sprugging seems like the one mistake in the game design. Evidently, the bikini babes are hiding in your city. Wait, that's it. That's why the followers aren't coming out. They're hanging with the babes. Makes sense. I am your god. Give me my bikini babes. Pills. Oops. There we go. Try ordering them to spread out. What do you think I've been doing here, Gabriel? Planting corn? Then again, you could be wrong with who made this game. Maybe the babes are just a fable. Deep sigh. Hey there, Tanza. Welcome to Mercenary Cobra's Pun Hour. We're gonna get all the puns that we don't need, and you're just gonna be hearing me doing heavy sighs. Well, apparently playing Populous at the same time. At least trying to. Not only trying to survive in Populous, but also trying to survive in real life from the puns. Wow. Oh, we. Gonna mess up all of your shit. Take that, bitch. Ah, da dee dee. Ta ta ta, da da dee. For some reason, this world with all these plants and everything reminds me of XCOM on the desert maps. I do mean the original UFO XCOM UFO defense. Not the reboot that I recently played. My webcam has frozen. Why? Why has it frozen? Are you overheating, webcam? God damn. Did I forget to do the things that I usually do to the webcam? Let me check. Configure. When was the last time that this thing froze? It's been a long time since that has happened. Damn. Hang on a second. Let me try to fix this. Should be an easy plug in and plug it out kind of a situation. That usually fixes it. Oh, yeah. Oh great, now the webcam doesn't work at all. Perfect. Is there any kind of conclusion to this game? You remember playing through to level 800 or so? I don't know. I don't know if the game actually has an ending of any kind. That happened the moment you opened a window. You thought your end crashed, but if you are not alone. Wow, that's a bizarre timing. Speaking of overheating, your old half-broken laptop hasn't overheated once since the reformat. Runs like a charm now. Yay! Good to hear. Now, let's try to get this camera to work. Haha! There I am. I'm actually gonna change the resolution here. Going back to old crappy 30 FPS. Hi! Hi! Gonna fix this, hang on. Hang on a second. Frame rate is crap because I know why. Hang on, I'll still be here for a second. I'm just gonna fix this. Technical difficulties. Just talk amongst each other while I fix this. Conundrum. Hi. Still fixing the webcam here. I'm right, Kilroy. Kilroy, what's here? I just need my hands also. Yeah, Kilroy, what's here? Yeah, it was 15, but it's fixed now. It's more like the proper 30 FPS as it should be. At least I hope it is. Seems to be. Seems to be working. Let's just make it a little bit smaller so it's not in the way of the chat. And there we go. Domo arigato, Mr. Rabato. That should do it. Haha, hey, ho. Yeah, it's usually because it has the program itself, Gabriel, has this lighting compensation thing that it always turns on automatically, and that causes a lot of lag on the camera. So now it's the proper 30 FPS. It's kind of weird because it was on 50 FPS and it has worked like a charm for a long time, but apparently now it's just decided to overheat or something. Usually, if you remember with my webcam constantly crashing because I had it in 60 FPS, and apparently it cannot handle that kind of an FPS, but the 30 FPS has always worked, at least, so. My, that's a big green screen you have there. Well, it's not really. I mean, this is right at when my hand vanishes here. That's where the edge of the green screen is on that side. On the other side, it's pretty much the same. So this is how big it is. Like, zip. This is my green screen, and the top is right up here. Does it ever start handicapping you? No swamps this level? I can still use swamps, but eventually in the later levels or the later worlds that you need to conquer, it will start to prevent you from using certain powers. As in making the game more difficult and more as we go. Yeah. But still, it's a fun game, isn't it? At least I've always enjoyed it. Possibly next Sunday I'm gonna play Populous 2, because why not? I played that even more than this one. I mean, this is what you would call just the prototype for what the game could be. And Populous 2 is just better in every way. You have more different kind of powers, the graphics look a lot better, and but it's still the same kind of a game. Simple, but effect. For getting the cam working again, so let's add a little to the drink glass. Yay! There it went. Let's add a little to the drink glass. Smiley face. I mean, it's easy to fix the camera. It's just plug it out, plug it in, and then fix the resolution, and that's it. Easy fix. Like I said, it used to happen to me a lot more when I was running the camera in 60 FPS. It used to constantly freeze during live streams. But I have been playing a lot of the games in with the camera being on 50 FPS, and only now it froze. Like during all the XCOM gaming and all that, that was 50 FPS. All the videos that I've been doing on YouTube, all of those are 50 FPS on camera. So I wonder why now it decided to suddenly freeze when I hadn't have any problems with it. Do not know. It make no sense. Now my citizens are spreading like a disease around here. Going all over the place. Oops. Don't go too high. Don't go too high in the sky. And I don't remember how the lyrics go in that one System of a Down song. Oh, don't you ever get stuck in the sky? That's what he sings. Yeah. Now I remember. Don't you ever get stuck in the sky. Don't you ever get stuck in the sky when you're hot. Oh, now you used the flood and killed yourself. Good. Freaking idiot. That wasn't me using the flood. That was the enemy. And they pretty much killed themselves with it. And look, they got barely anything alive here. While I'm at it, let's go kill them. the ones that are left. Nicely done, computer. You almost destroyed yourself. And I almost drowned you. Yeah, that was computer player suicide because he's an idiot. Or it is an idiot. You are an idiot. Ha 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 ha. Are you gonna try to kill the leader right away? Good. And we win. Haha. Their leader is dead. Now he's just taking care of the rest. Birdie dating the countryside, birdie dating the people. This should be an easy win from now on. Just let my knight do his thing. So Goblin, how are you enjoying the game? That's a big battle. Damn. Oh no, my knight died. He still destroyed that hut, but he died. Okay, let's get a new leader. Unite. Going over to conquer the enemy. So let's make you all go onto a war path. How painfully slow is this on the C64? Yeah, probably enough that they didn't release it, nope. Just lately, 2015. What you noticed earlier was just a tech demo. Sorry for the late reply, Visu, but I can't resist. Your computer for one. Would never want a summer holiday unless it was a holiday from summer overheating, you see. I didn't want to turn off the music, I want to turn off the pause. I really do hope that the computer doesn't have another ability to use the flood. If so, we're dead. At least this one will be safe, being on higher ground. Forget that, Jay, so let's imagine instead what it would be like playing this with a joystick or a controller. I wouldn't say that it would be any difficult. How high can you build Earth? 6 blocks high? I think that's the maximum. Let's see. Oops. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? 8. That's as high as it goes. On some maps, there can be natural mountains that are like 7 blocks high or so. So it's not a rarity, and I'm not talking about the pony, to see those in the game. Naturally formed. It happens. Just not as often as you would think. Just depends on the map, you know. Seems our knight is doing well, killing all of the enemies. Still alive. And of course, now I'm gonna jinx it by saying that. Oops. Oh. Hi ho, it's off to work we go. Hello there, jazz thief. Welcome to the stream. And how high can the water rise? Can either or both ever reach the program's maximum integral height? The water doesn't rise. When you use the flood, it actually lowers the world by 1 block. The computer just flooded itself, Spider. I don't think it is likely to flood you anytime soon. If it uses the flood again, it's going to kill itself. Again. Holy cow, you looked that up and saw that Populous was released for the Game Boy. Who thought that was that wise? I don't know. Game Boy was the thing of the... It was popular, even though it flopped. I mean, Game Boy wasn't that... It didn't sell well back in the day. A lot of people did like it, though. One of those people being me. I had a Game Boy. That's why I haven't played the Game Boy games. Sometimes. I didn't have Game Boy Color, I just had the regular Game Boy, but I did have a cartridge that had like 50 games on it or something.
What?
The Game Boy was a huge success. Huh. I thought it wasn't. Huh. Might be thinking of something else. Like the Virtual Boy. Now that was a flop. You know, things are going so well for us. I should use the Armageddon. Should I use the Armageddon? Amazing what they can squeeze into a Game Boy's memory. Yep. One of the most selling consoles in the world. Maybe not in Europe, but did it get really popular in America? Not saying the Game Boy was bad, you're just saying how would you distinguish the various elevations and terrain features on that sort of screen? I don't know. I don't remember what the Armageddon does, exactly. I do know what it does on Populous 2, but I don't remember exactly what it does in this one. In finished perspective, it can be a bit different, yep. 4 shades of gray plus dithering can produce more false dith than you think. Apparently my guys are spreading them into the enemy territory already. And killing them. killing them softly with their weapons. It's gonna be my house around here. This world is not big enough for the two of us. So you must be destroyed. There we go. Ha ha ha. We are winning. Judging from the map, this is almost the last place that we need to conquer. Yep. The night is arriving, but we already defeated them. We win! Now we win. We won! Again. There only are 9 battles won this time. You thought for a really long time that N64 was a total flop because you barely ever saw one here. Yeah, it was a... Nintendo 64 was not popular in Finland at all. Everybody had a Super Nintendo, but you barely saw any Nintendo 64. PS1, on the other hand, everybody had one. Yep, me too. I had one. N64 was very popular in the UK. Game Boy was big in Europe as well. Here the competition did have a better foothold than in the US. Go ahead with Armageddon if you wish. I mean, I certainly haven't seen it in action before, so I'll use it on the next level if we get to it. The only system you didn't really see much of was the Atari Jaguar and Philips CDI, even though you had one. Maybe because Atari Jaguar and the Philips CDIs were... well, pieces of crap, overpriced. Nintendo 64 was definitely sold in Finland, but it was more or less a niche. Games were expensive. Yep. Back when in Finland, Nintendo 64 was the console you played the most, so... yeah, YMMV. Yearly masculine moving lausutaan niche. As far as I know, no, it's niche. Your mileage may vary. Oh, never heard of that one before. Computers in general were more popular in Europe than in the US, which made some game consoles less visible. Well, except for PlayStation 1, that was a big hit in Finland at least. But yeah, computers were generally more popular in Europe than consoles. But people still bought consoles. So, what's the next level that we get? Burwilcon. Another desert level. Very slow, very poor. Land built on peoples, shallow and harmful. And they can use the flood again. Gotcha. Start the game. First, we need to find ourselves. Alright. Oh, God. We're in the rocky area. And oh, there's rocks everywhere. And of course, with the computer, they have better places, of course. Shit. This is gonna be difficult because of the rocks. Now, where's the third building? Over there. Okay. At least these, colorless, the gray rocks actually vanish when I just terraform, so that's good. Okay, we get it. Game Boy was a big hit. I'm sorry, I have got myself false information from somewhere. I don't remember where. Fine, we get it. It's niche, or as a Finn would say it, niche. Yeah, niche. Will you guys ever forgive me for giving false information about the Game Boy and its sales? Well, you give me more mana. Our fearless leader moves on to better places, apparently. Jeez, people, you're acting like people can't have different experiences. Or even different opinions or something. I guess just my own information about Game Boy not selling well comes from that not many people back in the day around my area didn't have Game Boys. I mean, many people had Super Nintendos, then there was PlayStation later on, or they just had the PC or Commodore 64 and the Amiga. But very, very few people had the Game Boy. That I do remember, so maybe that's where my own experience has given me false information about the popularity of Game Boy in general. Because I don't remember anybody just going all crazy. Hey, have you heard about this Game Boy and all that? Well, I only knew like 2 other people who had Game Boy, and that's it. So yeah, not a big. It wasn't a big thing, at least in my area. So maybe that's where it stems from, that thinking that Game Boy didn't do well. Honestly, I was seeing the original Game Boy live only once, too. Game Boy Color and Advance a lot more, though. I didn't see any Game Boy Color, ever. Never seen that, you know, anybody holding it or showing it. Never seen that. Game Boy Advance, a little bit more. Not sure how much 90s depression had to do with it. Probably a lot in Finland. That was a big thing. The 90s depression in Finland affected a lot of stuff. Just an odd Game Boy tale for fun. They were built tough. You once accidentally dropped one into solid concrete in a parking lot. You thought you broke it, but only the third-party rechargeable battery pack was busted. It's really hard to tell about the popularity of a device from personal experience. Many devices had local bubbles, where one group had basically none, and in some had dozens. Yep. And especially when you're a person who doesn't follow all kinds of news when it comes to consoles or computers in general, you don't get the information about, you know, that if something was a big hit or such. I've never been a big follower of news in general anyway, so a lot of stuff I don't hear about except years later. Because I do not follow the news. Ever. Don't watch them on TV or... The only times when I do get the information about the news is when I listen to the radio. And even that is like with a half ear open. Because usually when that happens is when I'm in the shower or in the sauna. So it's not perfectly listened to news. Just enjoying myself getting clean. For example, the stores in your area had a ton of Tiger electronic handhelds. Doesn't mean those were good. They were never good. At all. Referring to Begemoth's comment, yep. Tiger electronics were not good ever. Nothing but cheap pieces of crap. That dared to call that they're video games when they're not. I mean, there's nothing video or even game about them. Cheap knockoffs that they think that there's something. If there was any handheld device that was came close to being like a Tiger Electronic, and that was Game & Watch. And I had a couple of Game & Watch games back in the day. And they were fun! Because it's Game & Watch. All is quiet in the land of whatever this place was called. Climber is the best Game & Watch game, by the way. Not really sure if I had Climber. I don't even remember what the names of the games were that I had. Barely even remember the games. You actually still own a few of those Tigers. A couple of them are okay and playable, decent for 10 to 15 minutes maybe, but not long time enjoyment items. This world was called Burwilcon. Did I ask for the name of it? I don't care. I don't care what the name of it is. That was the joke. You ruined my joke, mercenary! Go back to your puns, you silly goof. Also, word of warning, don't keep a handheld Tetris machine in the toilet. Pooping runs will end up long. They usually do. Have a thee, evil! Oh, no, you don't. Get out of my area. I said, get out of my area. Damn it. Somebody kill it. Kill it with fire. Or whatever weapon you might have in handy. Are you gonna try to destroy it? Or conquer it? Are you gonna do anything other than just wander around? Yay! You won. Good. To battle! We won! Again. Ta-da! And also bottom. Nyar, nyar, nyar. So where is my knight? Destroy my robots! Don't you dare! Don't you dare! You remember just getting bored of them really quickly. I wonder if a final world could be called Now It Over. Didn't appreciate Tetris as a kid. Well, Tetris is not for everybody.
No.
That's much better. Gonna go grab some grub, okay? Do return quickly! Or something. Castle upon castle. Nothing but castles here. Castles is a game that I think I will never learn how to play. Many tries have been given to that game, but it always has defeated me by its nonsensical things. As in, how the fuck do you play that game? I'm clicking on all the wrong spots. Can you have more than just one knight in this game? Yeah, but you cannot send but one knight at a time, because it requires you to have a leader. The leader gets turned into the knight when you use the power. Like so. Ta-da! Because apparently they had killed my knight. So now there's a new one. Can actually make you into a knight. Huh. So I can have more than 2 at a time. I just need to make more leaders. Huh. Totally forgotten that. So now I have 3 knights. Creating havoc. And since you insisted prepared, we should be glad Electronic Arts isn't very vain about all those structures. Not sure what you're talking about there, mercenary, because I've already forgotten myself what I said. They may be making Castlevania EA. Alright, now you're really just pulling every joke out of your ass. Not even... I give up. I just... Yeah, that was a mistake to do, because your puns just... Context! You gotta have context to them. You're just pulling these out of your ass. They got nothing to do with the stream, nothing to do with the game I'm playing. You're just making them up as you go. Gotta do something with the conversation that's happening, or the game that's going at least, or anything, or... I don't know anymore. Maybe I've lost my enjoyment for puns because the mercenary is making too many of them. I don't know. You're right, I guess he left you deserted. Maybe I should ban making puns on my live streams from now on. Then I can survive from these pains. Puns work best when they're situational. I mean, somebody says something that you can attach to and make a pun out of that. Those are the best puns. Situational, when you can just make a pun like that when somebody says something. But if you take your time just making them up, nobody's gonna get the pun, or nobody's, at least it's not gonna be a humorous one for everybody. There is a rule to making good puns. Painful is an anagram of a fail pun. Yep. How's the raid going on Amiga Castle? I didn't know I was playing castles today. I thought I was playing Populous. They put their statue over there. Doesn't help them. Does not help them at all. You'll be running to and fro, getting stuff out of storage. Just got back. Oh, hopefully you got the necessary items that you needed. There's a reason why you usually make so few of puns. You must make sure they match the context. Yep. A mercenary just throws out puns without context. And that's why they're painful and not funny. Puns work best when they're situational comedy. At least that's what I think. That's why I always groan at mercenaries' puns. Hey, we have almost enough mana for the Armageddon. Let's do it when we have enough. Because I don't remember what it does. If that ends the game, huh? Some of it trucks only got so much room, huh? Fight, 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 we win! We win! We are the winner. Oi! Stop it. This is my land. My highland. Okay, it's Armageddon time now that we have enough mana. Let's see what happens. Yeah, just as I thought. All the cities go away and now everybody's just gonna focus on the leader to give the leader the maximum health, and then the leaders are gonna mono-y-mono. It's the same thing in Populous too, but it looks much better in it. I did like the laugh. Yay, I win! Look at that score! Hi, mercenaries, puns, I'm Visual. Maybe you should be sent to other streams. When they see you there and not here, they'll watch yours to avoid hearing... Maybe you should be sent to other streams. When they see you there and not here, they'll watch me to avoid hearing your puns, your weaponized humor. Olet viineri. No, sitähän mä olinkin. Vinneri. This game doesn't have castles, does it? Just forts? Just forts. That just ruins your opening stream joke then. Yep, kinda did. Well, the biggest one, the biggest building that you can get is a castle. So it kind of did work. So they are castles, actually. I thought they were forts, but they are castles. Well done, mortal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So next world is with it. That thing. Snow and ice. All right. Very slow and poor. Land built on people, shallow, harmful. And we got only 2 population to begin with. And now the enemy gets the earthquakes, swamps, and volcanoes. This is where it starts to get a little bit tougher, because they will be using the earthquakes and swamps as much as they can. Gotta keep an eye out on that. This is usually where I start to fail, because I am not good at the game at all. So where are we? that's where the red... What? There's one red hut over there, and the other one is over here? That's the leader? Oh, they're far apart from each other. Good for them, I guess. Now, where's mine? There's one. Where's the other? There. Far apart. Not too far apart. Water is harmful. Where are they gonna get drinking water from? Nowhere. Nobody drinks water in here. Unfortunately, knights aren't very strong unless they have a good amount of population power. Yep. The more population you have, the more powerful the knights will be. But even they cannot last forever, because they do get weakened if they fight a fight after a fight. And you cannot keep an eye on their health either. They do everything automatically. They're on like an auto run all the time. So, where was the other? Over here. I guess they're an e-populous then. Quick, someone cry out reboot! The bonus karma points for knowing the reference. I mean, who doesn't remember reboot? Had such a great CGI in it. I did watch it though. It was entertaining of a 3D cartoon. Mana 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 mana. Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana mana. Mana mana. Mana mana. You also have Max Steel and Viva Pinata as your CGI cartoons. You don't count the DKC cartoon in your history. That was just horrendous. Viva Pinata was a cartoon. And also Donkey Kong Country. I guess they never just showed those in Europe, at least not in Finland. Finland has such a weird taste when it comes to programs that they show here. Especially back in the day, I always went for the weird ones that never heard of and don't care about. But if they showed something popular, they had to make sure that they had the worst dubbers for the cartoon. So nobody would ever watch it. Or if they did watch it, they would learn pronouncing in Finnish in the most horrible way. You think Viva Pinata was on TV here as well, but in like recent years. Well, if it was recent years, then that's understandable. Because I haven't watched the TV in years. The only TV that I watch these days is Netflix on the computer. I mean, I can watch Netflix on the TV if I wanted to. I have done it a few times. Just relax on the couch and watch Netflix. Watch some good series on Netflix. So why not watch the stuff? Now people have woken up like, oh, I can actually walk out of here and build more towns. Why are you building all of the goddamn towns on the freaking edge of the map? Morons. We can't get castles that way. There. Instant castle. That's more like it. Over there, and over there. Oh, come on. There we go. You lost the later seasons of Reboot, where Enzo Matrix got lost in the network for ages and matured into a traumatized hard-ass with one eye. In Transformers Beast Wars, Rat Trap was hilarious. Oh, there's the earthquake I was expecting to happen at some point. Didn't affect me that much. We're so high ground, it doesn't drown anybody. So screw you, villainy, we win. At your attempts. Feeble attempts of trying to ruin my lands. And only makes us stronger. Stronger, faster, better. What else has been said here? And there's a finished dub of DKC, but it was released on cassette only, and it's rare. From then on, every single episode was nothing but constant interpersonal conflicts and hard lessons about relationship skills. You hated that. Back in those days, you didn't catch Reboot, then Batman, Superman show, the Starship Troopers show, Beast Wars, Men in Black, Battle Planets, and a couple of others rather faithfully. Funny how they all were kind of riding the edge of really being Saturday morning worthy. I mean, the Batman series has since gone on to making direct-to-DVD movies that are rated R, and MIB showed nudity. Lots of it. They want to shake you? You shall then bake them. You think the largest fort type as a castle? It is a castle. That's the castle right there that we see. There's two castles and a third one up there. Those are the castles. Excuse me, computer, but this is my land. You fuck away. Fuck you. I've got the high ground. Although I will not love you as a brother. You go suck a cheetah's dick. Suck a cheetah's dick. Yllätys löytyy pöntöstä, se mieltä lämmittää. Ah, doing another earthquake on me, huh? Still, that does not stop me. Or even slow me down. Well, it slows me down, but doesn't stop me. Miss any spot? Don't think so. Everything's back to normal. Reboot has been rebooted. People are saying it's horrible. I mean, the opening premise is that kids from the real world are beamed in Tron style. Yep. That's what it is, and I've heard just everybody saying that it's nothing but pure crap. Given how he acted in the prequels, you technically will treat the computer with just as much love. The one Matrix episode that had golf in it, then Matrix became Megabyte while his partner became Hexadecimal. That one was the worst, just an ever-worsening acid trip which shamed Enzo for being a jerk. I'd stop watching at that point or soon after. I wonder if anybody even knows what you're talking about, Gabriel. I do know that you're talking about Reboot, but I don't think anybody even remembers those characters or anything. And while you love the Beast Wars writing, when the good writers were working, those cutting-edge CGs just plain hard to look at today. You don't care, you needed to say it anyway. Okay. Okay. Let off some steam, Bennett style. Let off some steam, Bennett. Oi! You stop that, you fucker, you drown. You fucking drown. You drown. You fucking drown. Motherfucker, get out of here. You son of a bitch. Leave my lands alone. Yeah, you have some earthquake, you asshole. Kill, destroy, maim. Damn it. Crush, kill, destroy, swag.
What?
we go. Got a castle. This game in a nutshell, get out by a level. Got all the episodes of Reboot on DVD, sadly haven't perused the ending second season yet. Oh, how I wish others knew of Crush, Kill, and Destroy, but that is not this game. I remember watching Reboot for the first time on Shoutcast last month or so. After watching Ensol's Humiliation Mushroom Zombie episode, you literally screamed at your computer and swore never watch Reboot again. Now you're actually done. Okay? Ranting over. Did I ever play Populous over Serial Link modem? Nope, didn't have those things on the Amiga. Didn't even know that the Amiga had a modem back in the day. Now I am wondering if there's ever been a kind of sim game that combines this game's premise with SimCity. Probably has, probably SimCity Conquest or something you've never seen. So like what you're talking about, Jup, is like a God game that has SimCity elements to it. I wonder if there is such a game. There was Sim Ant. That was closer to this. Yeah, but on Sim Ant, you don't really build cities. You just defend your own ant hill. Combat style SimCity where you battle against another city over who's better. I was trying to think of any game that is like that or the other way. Can't think of anything that would be like that. I'm sure there are games on that premise. What the hell? What the fuck is this shit? And that's a mountain that the game just put a volcano. What is this shit you're destroying? Are you Baba Yaga or something? Planting trees and destroying my towns? The hell? I've never, ever, ever seen this. It's... You destroyed half of my freaking population, you asshole! Not to mention the freaking computer put a volcano in here. The hell? I'm gonna send my knight out and gonna freaking kill everything here. The Jaws of Death, classic SpiderMwa. The Jaws of Death? How is that classic SpiderMwa? Well, now I'm starting to really get mana and starting to win this. Took a while to start to get. Start get all those winning points and all. Oh, great. You don't even have a weapon. Great. Just perfect. You're like the worst knight ever. Unless you're the best. You're like Bruce Lee in a shining armor. Hopefully. Where do you use that? I don't even see any harm done to my area anywhere. Oh, right. You decided to put your hut in the top of the freaking mountain, you moron. It's not the place where you put that. All these rocks. That's why I hate the volcano spell. Especially when the computer uses it. Such a nuisance. Look at this shit. All of my towns are just stunted to be nothing but hamlets and such. Oops. There we go. Now I got the castle. Castles everywhere. Just the way I like it. Stronger population. I'm gonna do something nasty to this area. Like so. Ain't I a stinker? Yeah. Stop it. What else could I do here? Let's see. I'm sorry if I'm being all quiet. It's just concentrating on the game so much. Let's see what you guys be talking about. So yeah, the Merlin or whatever wizard appeared. Seems that he can have Godzilla. Someone planted trees. Someone has to pay for this atrocity. You said that during your sim ant playthrough, when your yellow ant got eaten by a spider and that horrifying cutscene played. That's when I said Jaws of Death? Man, that was like that was years ago. Volcano is your opponent. The tree wizard is a random event. Huh. I have never seen that wizard thing before, ever. Could have been worse, mercenary. They could have been treants. Get out of my self-made forest, you atrocious humans. Kung Fu medieval style? Why not? We could also get some kind of sea monster. And the man in the back said, everyone attack, and he turned into a medieval blitz. You know you can sink the rocks into the sea, right? I know. I just don't want to bother with them. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those gods were shooting lightning. Well, in the second game we are. Anyhow, as was not said in Princess Bride, have fun rebuilding the castle. Got stuff to shelve in price. Joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Joy, 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 joy. Happy, happy, happy. Our knight is doing pretty well over there. Fighting with his just fisticuffs. I guess this is just the kind of land where you don't really get that many weaponry. Or I guess I just didn't wait for the leader to get a weapon before I made him into a knight. Greetings, Russian name. You literally discovered me through the sim and playthrough. You'd be watching various people's playthroughs of that game and found mine. Huh, that's cool. Liked it so much you started watching my other videos, then you learned that I also did live streams, jumped into my Euro Truck Simulator stream, and have been watching and chatting ever since. Ah, so it was from the Euro Truck Simulator when I saw you first. Huh. You learned to be slightly annoyed by the Happy Happy Joy Joy song when you went years ago to a theme park with a Nickelodeon themed area and they played that song on repeat all day the entire time. That is overkill. Yeah, I would have been annoyed by it too. I mean, easily annoyed. I mean, that song is only funny for a listen of like once or twice, but constant repeat? No, thank you. Where's my knight? Trying to cross the sea. So let's help him out here, shall we? Come on. Your AI should be smart enough to start walking this way. Walk this way! Talk this way. Ah, he died. Of course. Died of starvation or whatever. Can I not move my freaking Ankh over here? Fine. Congregate to the freaking Ankh. Give me a better leader so I can knight them. There we go. I wanted to be closer to where the enemy territory is, so the knight doesn't starve to death. No, he didn't drown, mercenary. He died because of exhaustion. It's cold and such out here. They die of exhaustion and cold. Just like in the desert worlds, they would die of a heat stroke if they don't go into a town or anything for shelter. Of course, for the night, that is not a possibility. They just try to last as long as possible by killing as many people as possible until they just perish in the end. They live on limited time. Okay, now you're super strong, but you still don't have a weapon. Oh well. I'm gonna knight you anyway. Because you're super healthy. Yeah, I did a couple of streams of Euro Truck Simulator because I had never played the game before, and I bought it and I tried it out on those live streams. I haven't played the game ever since because it's not my type of a game, you know. Sure, it's relaxing and all that, but just not my style. That's all. So let's see how fast we can win this with our super duper karate knight. Yeah, they're weak as hell. This guy is easily going to win this. No doubt about it. They're gonna lose. Really? I mean, the red one didn't have any health. How did it last so long? You dead now? We're good. Seems so. Win! Yay! I think that's good enough of a spot to stop the game. Oh. Let's see what kind of a world we... You can't move the Papal Magnate when you have no leader. It's a bit annoying. Oh yeah, that's why I couldn't move it. Right, you have to have a leader before you can move it. Let's see, world is rocky. Ugh, it's a good thing I'm stopping the live stream here. I hate the rocky worlds. They're not like boxers or anything, not that type. It's just lots and lots of rocks. It's not easy to get big towns in this place. Or castles. To each their own, after all. Some get a blast out of a Hotline Miami. I found it very repetitive myself. I couldn't even play like 3 levels of Hotline Miami before getting bored with it. Just the same thing over and over again. Of course, with the heightened difficulty on the enemies at least, but yeah, didn't even just played it for like half an hour and then I haven't touched the game after that. That was a great fried chicken meal. Good for you. Chicken is good. You're thinking that name is short for Hoppit Die Territory. Hop Dietory. Have I played the Persian Gulf Inferno? Yes, I have. I think I played it through on a live stream once. I think. No, at least I made Let's Play videos out of it. Who loves hockey? You support Switzerland. Hockey is okay, but I don't watch it anymore. I haven't watched sports in ages. It's easy to find. Just look for my name and Persian Gulf Inferno. There's 2 videos of it. Easy to find, I'm sure. Well, anyway, like I said, I'm gonna leave this here. So thank everybody for joining the live stream. Hopefully you had a good time here. I mean, it's a simple game, but it's a very good game. It works. It works really well. Probably next Sunday I'm gonna play Populous 2. Because I played that game a lot more than this. So, we shall see how that goes. But tune in tomorrow for more Diablo 2. In Diablo 2, we're going to hell. Literally. So, it's gonna be exciting times there. We're gonna go after Diablo himself. So, yep. Hey there, Rooster. Yeah, you're way too late for my live stream. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't think I'm even gonna save this game because I'm not gonna return to it. But it was still fun to play. Because it's a good game. Good game, good game. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Diablo 2. So you guys take care now, and remember, don't wear out your thumbs. And also, Gabriel's, remember, good puns require situational context. Yes, they do. Keep that in mind, Mercenary, in the future. That if you can get a pun out of the situation, that's much better than just thinking of a pun out of something. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye 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 bye.